Uh, how should I tag your
I love
YouTube
how I hit
channel?
screen recording and Alex does that as soon as I hit the recording.
I need to put on blast your YouTube. Your YouTube channel is just Drawn Hunter, right?
Yeah, or yeah. All one word.
One word.
Yeah. Jason's just staying huge now on my screen. What the fuck did you change?
I didn't change anything. Put quick speaker view and turn it to grid view.
It's gallery view. There we go. Speaker view, gallery view. So
Yeah.
you want speaker view?
Speaker view is whoever's talking gets the full screen.
Well, no. Now
I like
it's just
seeing both of you at once.
Yeah, now it's just outlining it though. When you're on speaker view, as long as you turn the priority thing.
I like that. You're screen recording, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many idiots does it take to figure out Zoom?
All of us, man. All the idiots.
Dog, we need the whole jetpack here. All right. You want to just get into it? Fuck it. Like, since this is recorded now.
This is your show. You intro it. I'm gonna drink the champagne.
All right, I'll do that intro shit. Honestly, I got my best niggas right here. Okay. I chose this specific group to talk about this subject because it's near and dear to my heart, and I know that they specifically have like a little bit of like a sprinkle of understanding of who these people are, what they do. Like, so like Alex, Jason, which one of you like just explain like how much do you guys listen to this podcast first off? Before we get into
Alex.
Well, I've listened to more of the Instagram posts than I have of the actual podcast. So I have an idea overall of what it's all about. And I've listened to maybe like 2, but I've never like dug in deeply enough to have a deep understanding of exactly what's going on.
So how do you feel about like, could you listen to a full episode yourself?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just never have been like super huge into podcasts. So it was never like a main priority to listen to a lot of these all the way through.
Okay. So Jason, what about you? What's your background with these people understanding so far?
Are we sticking to the terms of these people?
Until I roll out what we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe they'll see it in the title too. But yeah, I feel you. My ex actually like introduced it. You know, as you get into a relationship for a couple of years, you know, picking up knowledge and different things in the sexual field and wanting to try new things. It was just like a source of fresh perspective.
And being a college goer, you can like it's hard to miss this now. Like if you're in college and you don't know about these people or at least heard of them, to be like, ew, I'm not listening to them or like be interested in them. Like, I don't know. Yeah. You just have no friends. Like honestly, you have no friends.
Yeah. But to the thing of like how much I've listened to them on my own, like a couple Instagram posts and like what my ex would tell me, like, hey, listen to this part. I have to be honest, listening to them talk kind of drives me
knew
nuts.
You were going to say them voices.
Like the voices, man. It's the fucking voices. I can't
I really can't deal with these people's voices. They just really piss me off. It just takes me to a 10.
I have an annoying voice myself, but like the whole like basic, like, oh my God, listen, bitch, that drives me nuts, bro. I can't. It drives me nuts.
All right. Before I roll
the upward inflection.
Before I roll in with who these people specifically are, we have to say whose voice is more annoying, blonde or brunette?
About the same.
Blonde.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm surprised you said that.
Why? Because I like blondes?
No, I thought you were going to say brunette because I think hers is way more irritating.
They're both the same level of irritating for me, for sure.
They float close to the same.
I used to watch the blonde way before the Call Her Daddy shit. So I'm just rolling it out right there. Like, I used to watch her way before this whole podcast shit happened. So I was used to. You have a thing
for blondes too.
Got one right laying on my bed. Of course I would think. Well, I guess. Like, yeah, I don't have a thing, but. All right. So basically, guys, we are here today because near and dear to my heart, I love the Call Her Daddy podcast. It was one of the first podcasts that I listened to, and it was like the inspiration that I had like for the last like year. Like I tried to get a podcast started. I bought the equipment, had the place for it and stuff. Then we lost the place. The person was just unreliable. So like I didn't get it started, but it was from listening to these specific people was like, all right, you know, like what we were talking about earlier, Alex, like, oh, these people have did it. So like I can do it too type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You watch these women, like you feel like you could do whatever, bro. Like, I don't care if I got titties or not. Like, I can do whatever I want to in my life because if these people with those voices have made something happen for themselves, there's no way that I can. Like, it's nothing against them. Like, I fuck with Alex heavy. Like, I dealt with Sofia and I got to, like, started liking her. But I love to see the perspective of who she is because of, like, past people I've had to deal with. I'm like, all right. So, like, there is a percentage of crazy women. Like, all women aren't crazy, but we could all say as a unit that we know that on the fucking spectrum, crazy starts here. And we can notice, like, this one's a 3, this one's a 5. Like, Sophia just let me know that. It's there. So, pretty much, I want to talk about the Call Daddy podcast with you guys because I want to see, like, what your thinking is from a business perspective, the situation, like, the right and wrongs. So, I'm just going to lay it out there. Like, should I just lay out the situation?
Yeah, like what's currently going on.
Yeah, or unless you
tell
guys
the people
start,
what's
like, it's up
going
to
on.
you. Like, I can
Tell
chime
them
in.
what's happening, man.
Lay it down.
All right, so pretty much, Call Her Daddy started in 2018, and Alex was the one that is literally like a godfather of this shit. Like, of course, like, it's her thing. Like, she was doing vlogs before that. I used to watch her vlog. She was just a cool person doing random shit. And she would vlog all the time, all right? And they're both from, like, backwoods country type places. Like, I think Alex is from, like, Idaho or some shit like that, and Sophia's from, like, places where Mormons are, somewhere like that. I don't know. But
That's a surprise to me.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's a surprise, man.
I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise because look at how she's acting now. It's because you had to be a fucking good girl your whole life. Like, you're gonna wild out, you know? So, like, it's a New York Minute type thing, man. I don't know what else to say. So pretty much, like, Alex moves to New York. She does this app thing, like, on Facebook, whatever, and she ends up being a roommate with Sofia. They start this podcast, okay? They start this podcast. Alex has already had video, like, editing skills, all this bullshit. So she had this started. And so the guy from Barstool, I forgot his name. Is it Dave?
I think it's Dave.
Barstool Dave. Barstool Dave.
Like, so, like, Stool Presidente. We'll just call him that. That's his handle. Stool Presidente. Like,
they've been calling him Daddy Dave in the comments.
He looks like an off-brand.
Did you see that?
Like a what?
They've been calling him Daddy Dave in the comments.
Daddy
lately.
Dave. Oh yeah. I think they had him in the. They had him on a podcast and they were asking, like, him to whip it out. It made him super awkward. He looks like an off-brand Seth Rogen. Like a Seth Rogen, if you, like, squeeze his head and, like, pull him a little bit. Like,
he's like a Seth Rogen that's into sports. That's wild.
If you were to take Seth Rogen and Mark Zuckerberg and put them together,
that's so nasty, but so true.
That's so true.
It's a really so awkward but accurate combination. Yeah,
the dude's a G, though. The dude is a G when it comes to media, marketing, knowing where the market's going and how to alter it. Dude,
he hit a mill today, like, just in stocks. Like, he was like, I'm going to hit a mill, like, last week, and then he hit it today. He was just, like, dancing. Like, this Call of Daddy shit ain't phasing him, man. He doesn't.
No, man. If anything, he's going to go even higher up in his business because
he was giving them
he's using the controversy to his advantage because he's in the right for the most part.
But let's have him continue to explain the drama.
I fell off. So yeah, basically the understanding. They start this podcast. So I just want you to know that Alex is, like, the forefather of this shit. That's all I have to say. I'm not citing yet. I'm not saying where my perspective is. Like, Alex is that nigga, okay? So they start the podcast. They join Barstool. Barstool offers them $75,000 a year plus whatever they get from all the extra shit. You know, like, they have liquor sales. You know, they have the Daddy Gang T-shirts, whatever. So with that being said, at the end of the year,
I think it's merch and view bonuses.
Yeah, view bonuses. View bonuses is what really brought them to this number specifically, which is a big part of, like, why they're in arguments about this too. So, with that being said, like, Alex made like 500K, like around 500K, and Sofia made around 400 something K, which makes sense. Like, of course, she gets an extra 100K. Like, she pretty much made the show. She edits all the videos, all that shit. She deserves that. So,
well, damn.
So, oh shit. You see that? Sorry, my leg
Whatever.
messed up. So basically, like, Sophia gets this new stupid ass boyfriend, which whatever his name, they call him the
They call him
suit.
Suit Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
his
call
name's
him
Pete.
Sue.
He's
Uh,
he's Pete the cocksucker. Okay,
He looks
pretty
like
much.
Lord Farquaad, bro.
And I don't know if you guys watched this other video that I watched earlier, which really ties in like all my favorite podcasts, which is a hilarious story, but that's a side note. So, fucker Pete gets into her head, and he's like an exec at HBO. So like he's like, hey, I can do this for you, blah blah blah. So basically, he starts shopping around them to get better deals because they're like, hey, Barstool's fucking you over, like they're asking for raises. Like Barstool doesn't give a shit. Like they deserve the raise, you know. They made a good amount. They're in a 3-year deal. Of course, you can ask for a raise because shit wasn't like it was projected to do good, but they didn't know how good it was going to do, and it did
blew
amazing.
up. It
Yeah,
blew up.
they did
way.
fucking
Exploded, yeah.
amazing. Like there was one day that I was watching the episode, like they topped Joe Rogan. Like that was because they have a good ass fan base, of course. Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
when,
So they
with
wanted
that,
to. Yeah, they want to renegotiate their contract for more money, rightfully so.
exactly, like which anybody would want to do once they know
Exactly.
that what they have like is worth something. I'm not against them for that. That's a smart thing to do, but be
That's
It's just
modest
good
in
business.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to be modest in it, knowing what your chances were though. Like somebody gave you a chance, so you still have to respect that platform that gave you
Mhm.
your in.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So
Right.
skip to. They went through the talks or whatever that shit was, and at this point, Alex is making a little bit more. Okay, which wasn't a problem. I figured Sophia already knew that. Alex is owed that anyway. So it comes down to, all right, now they're talking about renegotiating, but then they're like, we want our IP. Nobody ever gets their IP, and the IP basically is just like, for the people
Your
that don't know,
ownership.
is the ownership, like the
Intellectual
name.
property, for those that don't know, the
Exactly.
IPs. Yeah.
So like that's unheard of, first off, of a lot of
Yeah.
people owning their IP for shows that they've made. Like Joe Button, like he made Everyday Struggle, but when he was ready to go, he dipped. He made his own new shit, but Complex still owns the name Everyday Struggle. They swapped him the fuck out, got Wayno in there. Well, they put stars, and now Wayno's there, you know. And he came up with the show. But look at that IP. You ain't got shit. You really don't. You could start something and be kicked out. Like as soon as you fucking do anything and people have say so over you, like you own shares of a company. You don't own the full company. Like it's very often that you own it.
Yeah. So Barstool gave them the platform and said, look, we own you. You are just paid through salary by us plus these bonuses,
Yeah.
depending on what you do, but we own the show.
Which is normal and fair.
That's how show business goes across many different platforms. Too.
Yeah.
So
you come with nothing at the table. They're basically financing you, putting money into you, taking a chance on you.
Exactly.
So
So
you
they
have
bought
to
your
take-
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought your idea, and you get to produce your idea.
That's $75K you weren't making before this shit, right?
True.
yeah.
So then they ask for the IP and they're like, there's no fucking way. Like, what are they getting at the end of the day? Like, that's from a business perspective, I understand them saying no because they're not making anything. They're asking for all these things for their new like negotiation and shit. And it doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, as a company, you put money into something, you want to know that you have something coming out of it at the end of the shit. And they're
I can
asking,
understand from their side though, man. I could understand like, hey, we made this, we want to own it.
yeah,
But I don't think you're going to get it if you came to the table originally with nothing and you signed the contract to give 100% of the IP.
yeah,
To
Barstool.
fast forward, Dave offered them 50% of the IP as
yeah,
part of their new deal, which is
exactly.
Which is super
gracious.
generous.
Yeah, I was about to say
Considering,
yeah.
considering they gave them everything in the beginning.
that's super, super gracious, and that's very unheard of in the
Like,
show business
Well,
world.
that's the thing. At that point, you both, as a team that started this podcast, own 50% each. He was offering 50% each just to like clarify completely. Like, I don't know if you thought that they were getting 50 each and they were splitting at 25, but no, they were getting 50-50. They own this name. Sophia and Alex own this name now.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were getting 50-50 split.
I thought it was the girls 50 and Barstool 50.
No, they were giving the girls the name. They were splitting it 50-50. Barstool didn't even own it anymore.
So Barstool wasn't going to own it, but they were still going to be on Barstool's platform somehow.
Yes. Barstool
It
was
would
going
be
to
a distribution deal.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
so
Oh, that's even better than I thought.
from my understanding, so they gave them this ownership, and then they were going to bump their salary to 500K before bonuses as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So their money went up over 400% before bonuses.
100%. The only thing is like I see Sophia being so stupid, and she's thinking about, well, I don't understand stock. Like the fact that they have a percentage of a company, the equity in it, or like equity of having something, she doesn't see the numbers in that. You know, she doesn't see the money coming from that. So her
That's
thinking
money
is
forever.
exactly. So, but she's thinking like, okay, this is what I'm making per year, guaranteed, and this is how much I'm projected to make from these things coming in from views. But you're not thinking about that whole like other possible 500K or more with that IP being in your fucking pocket, you know? So that's dumb, right? So my understanding is that she has a boyfriend talking to her and making her like, you know how like people's like, oh, I'm gonna make you a star, kid. Like that's literally what he's doing in her ear.
Which
Like,
the funny thing is a lot of times in some of the things that I've watched and heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but like they speak up against like not letting dudes fuck with a girl like that. And
Yeah.
now it's kind of happening. Like I understand if Barstool wasn't going to give them any ownership whatsoever and was going to say you get 500K before bonuses.
Yeah.
These girls should be getting paid $1 million a year because of just their value. So that I'd be like, yo, bump up the money. But the fact that the ownership plus the 500K before the bonuses with the listeners, viewers, and your merch and yada, yada, yada,
Yeah.
they would have signed yes to that deal. They're millionaires.
Bro, even if you took the equity of the IP out, you're still making $1 million guaranteed. Like just think of it from a Jordan perspective. Like if you believe in your abilities, like this show's gonna go way higher. So I'm getting guaranteed 500K. So I know from all the other shit and viewers stuff, I'm getting those bonuses. I'm making $1 million.
They're still growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that if they lived, you know, at a decent means of, you know, living just expenses, that they could take that guaranteed money that they had and invest it into ways to make sure that that money continues to grow.
Exactly.
All they would need is like a great accountant / financial manager to invest a percentage of their income for them. Like a lot of, like the Paul brothers both have that. David Dobrik both have that, yada, yada, yada. And they do talk about it sometimes where it's like they have someone that they trust that invests their money and holds its account for their money for them and makes them more money. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what you got to do because at the end of the day, if you're going to stick around, especially in the entertainment industry and celebrity industry, and even like normal, like what I'm trying to do in my life, you need multiple sources of income.
Of course.
So like,
if they're going to say all this from having $5 in a box of Triscuits, but having the knowledge is important.
Yeah. So anyways, let's continue talking about what's
what I was going to add to that too. Like, bro, just think about it right now. All these rappers, they ain't face tat ass rappers ain't surviving if it wasn't for investing. Designer still has money. Why? He invested. That's it. Simply put.
Too.
Yeah, exactly. So like, let's just basically say they're both fucking stupid if they're not gonna take that fucking.
Well, one of them I always forget. I get them switched up. But
Alex is the blonde.
One of them said that they were gonna take the deal.
All right. So yeah, skip two. Yeah. So skip two. So they have this talk or whatever. They turned him down or whatever. And they know that they're shopping their shit around, but they're not telling them that. They're not telling them. So this place called One Tree, which is like a branch, I believe, of HBO that Peter has connects with. They agree to fucking give them a deal, take the show, have it. And then Barstool's like, bro, we own your IP. Like, we will fucking sue you. Like, as simple as that. Like, you can't take the fucking name. So they were going to change it to like the like Forefathers or something, like, and make a new show. But you're still using the likeness, so I don't know if there's still like if there's anything within their contract that could be sued for that. So whatever. So they're going through that shit, and Dave calls it. Like they call Dave. They say, "Hey, can we talk to you in private?" They go up to Dave's house. They're on his balcony. They're fucking talking. He fucking offers them the 50-50, the 50-50, right? Of the IP, 500K guaranteed. Guaranteed. and then also the same shit you were getting for bonuses. That's a fucking amazing. If it was up to me, I think that I'm getting like 1.5 million. That's what I would at least project that I want to make that year, because all it takes is me to make the legwork to get that extra 0.5, right?
Pretty much, yeah. At that point,
you have to believe in your fucking likeness. Like, if it wasn't for them, that name wouldn't matter. So you have to think and believe in your fucking gang and your likeness that, hey, if I want the 0.5, I'm getting that shit. And I believe in my fucking, like, listeners, all that shit. He offers that to them. So a couple days go by. Barstool's heard nothing, right? Barstool's heard nothing. And then Alex calls Dave back up. She's like, hey, like, I'm going to take that deal. Like, I'm down for that deal, but there's no way I'm getting Sofia to take that deal. Like, she's listening to Oh Boy, which my understanding is from listening to Call Her Daddy, that's why I'm personally like, you're fucking stupid, is because Sofia has always shown that she's spiteful, always shown that she's crazy, and always shown that she's fucking like, you can't deal with her. She's one of those girls that's like, oh, I'm cute, do what I say type of thing, you know? Like, literally.
She must be from Michigan, bro.
Bro, she's at a like-minded place. I'm telling you, she was with the Mormons, man. Michigan is slightly Mormon in my book. Like, fuck.
Oh, goodness gracious, I had to.
Yeah. But honestly, like, so at the end of that, he gave them a deal, and Alex is starting to agree. So at the end of it, Sofia's not taking the deal still. Alex is like, look, I'm trying to take it. So Dave's like, you know what? Fuck that bitch. I'll give you 75% of the IP, which is fucking amazing. And they keep the 25.
But does Barstool okay.
Yeah, Barstool keeps 25 because Sofia's fucking gone. Alex made the shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, Alex is like, fuck it, I'm popping. She's still talking to them about that. As far as my understanding, she's still talking to them about that. It's very possible that Alex might have this show by her fucking self. And if that happens, like, Sofia's going to look fucking stupid. Sofia was like, oh, I'm going to sue you, Alex. Fuck that. I made this show with you. There's no way you can take this shit, blah, blah, blah. And Barstool and Alex are like, bitch? Like, like, we took you along as a package deal because, Alex said so. And Alex is like, bitch, I brought you along because I wanted to do this. Like, and I thought you would help it. Like, so what? I could do this on my own, but I brought you in on this shit. Mm-hmm. Bitch, you don't edit. Bitch, those little prissy-ass fingers can't do shit. So if I'm going to take 75, that's fine. Now Sofia's like, I'm not doing that because I don't want to work for you. I was supposed to work with you. We're supposed to do it together. So she thinks that Alex is going to be her boss if Alex has 75%. So Sophia's like, fuck that. I'm suing all y'all niggas. Just because. So let me get this straight.
I don't think she's going to win any of those.
Fuck no.
Why would she? No.
Must be Suitman. Must be Suitman thinking he could sue everybody too.
He's making her believe that she has star power when she's just the annoying friend that people come to the comments to make fun of.
And she's probably cheating on him too.
Have you heard her talk?
Yeah.
Like, bro, get this. So the reason why I was like, oh, my favorite podcasts are like intertwined because of this. So Andrew Schultz, he has Flagrant 2. He has fucking Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne. One of my favorite podcasts I listen to every day. I haven't been listening to Call Her Daddy for like the last couple of weeks, but I've been waiting for them to have more episodes so I can listen to them consistently. But like Andrew Schultz, I have to listen to every day. I listen to him no matter what. So he tells a story today on Flagrant 2. Like, he's like, I made this shit happen, bro. So basically, Raya is basically a Tinder for rich niggas, okay? They're on there. She swipes on him, and they're supposed to go out to eat. And he's like, bro, I haven't watched a game in a while. Like, he's just telling himself, like, I'm going to stay in at 7 o'clock in New York on a random night. He's like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to try to stay in. I'll make it up to you, blah, 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 this and that. And she was, like, mad because she had makeup on. Sofia being Sofia, like, I'm cute. I get what I want. She didn't want to fucking just sit there because she had makeup on. So what does she do? Hit up the fucking HBO guy. And now they start talking. Just imagine if Andrew Schultz would have went out with Sofia that night. There would be 2 strong-ass podcasts if she did the fucking Andrew Schultz method. Because he's fucking killing it, and he's self-made as a motherfucker, man.
So can we back up on what's this rich person Tinder?
Raya. You never heard of Raya?
Because if
no, I'm
girls
poor.
if girls are trying to be sugar mamas, I might hop on that.
See, that's the thing, bro. You have to be verified. You have to. You basically have to be approved to be in here because they're gonna have you put your socials in, all this shit. Like, he has a blah 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 on Instagram. Then they'll put you on there. Yeah. So, like, bro, you have to be popping. Like, you have to either be making money, be well known.
I got pictures of me in like supercars and stuff. Maybe I can just put those pictures in there. You know,
bro, they're probably making you fucking put your goddamn social security in to make sure that bitches ain't getting bum dick. Like,
well, they'll be getting bum dick.
There's no other way to serve it.
Oh man, that's dick with courage. All right, we have to work for it.
Oh my god, no, that's dick with optimism. That's a dick with a smile pee hole. Like, that's a little dicky dick. So at this point, basically, like, let's just skip to the end. With all the deals thrown around, at the end of the day, Alex and Sofia were still offered a show. They still offered Sofia a show at the end of all this shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I believe in you enough. Like, if you believe in yourself enough, I'll give you your own show. You don't have to do a show with Alex anymore. You can do your own show.
You're talking about a Barstool, right?
Yeah, at Barstool, and they both have their own separate shows, and Sofia still gets something her own. She could argue for the IP if she wanted to, but she still has a show. She's still getting paid.
The fact that after all this, Barstool Dave is still going to give her a show is incredible. That is like, because if any person threatened to sue me, I'd be like,
suck one.
Yeah, I'd be like, goodbye
or
forever.
Two.
Or like, goodbye forever. You know, like, so the fact that, like, I don't know, and I think it's weird because they're such a dynamic duo that I don't think they'll be as powerful separate as they would be together.
No. Like, having that shit divided, no. Like, what name could Sofia get for her show that would make me want to watch it? To make me have to listen to that voice? Tell me one fucking name that you can name that show that I'm going to listen to it. Tell me. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't got shit for you, bro.
Bro, like.
No, I don't have an answer. That's
what I say for half these hoes, too. I ain't got shit for you.
Bro. There's some shit I want to say right now that I can't say because Bay laying on the bed. I would never listen to that bullshit. Like, no. Sofia, you're on your fucking own. Like at the end of the day, Alex has the right people around her. She's always had it. Like, I believe in her. Like, seeing how her family was earlier on from watching her do vlogs, like, she's not going to take a bad deal. She knows when something's good in front of her, she can count her blessings. But Sofia is like the girl that you date that won't see you without makeup on. Because, like, they have to keep this persona, like, of, like, something. Like, oh, I'm this. Like, oh, I want him to look at me like this. Like, if he sees me like this, then I'm lesser than myself. Like, she has to keep something going. And that's why she's so fucking greedy. Like,
there's a level of maybe subconscious insecurity.
Of course. 100%. Why else would you make so many problems in relationships?
I don't want to, like, judge people that I don't know, though. So that's why I'm, like, trying to be careful with, like.
I agree. Yeah. But I'm a people watcher. Fuck that. She's a socio. Like, she is.
AKA, bitch is crazy.
She's a fucking slurp, man.
Slurp, man.
She's a fucking slurp. Like,
so I guess we're going to see how this deal works out. Like I said already, I just don't think apart they're going to be as powerful or as be able to grow or have the podcast fan group that they had when they were together.
Yeah.
A similar situation happened. I got you in about 2.5 seconds. A similar situation happened.
Thank you, teacher.
With one of my favorite TV shows ever, which was Top Gear. And then when the three guys left and went to Amazon, it was because of a bunch of controversy. But they all realized that if they had the opportunity, two of them to stay with BBC and one of them to do his own thing.
They were big black cops. What?
They realized that they weren't gonna have the same success apart.
Yeah.
So the two guys left BBC, even though they had a great deal on the table, and they had the most watched television show on the planet for 7 years in a row.
Outcast, man. Fucking.
They said fuck it, we're better together, and all went to a separate deal together. So I
Yeah.
mean, this situation's a lot different, even though they both had controversy. But like, they're just not. I wish the best upon anybody, but them apart, I don't think is going to work.
Well, one thing I can say, I don't know personally as well as you would, Juwan, but basically, it sounds like Alex did her own thing already. So she already has kind of her own individual fan base.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice is that in the comments of all of these videos that Stool Presidente has been posting on the Call Her Daddy page, everyone is just saying, give Alex the show and bring back MILF Hunter, or bring back like, or even put the Stool President on there, and that would be the show. And it's like overwhelming the amount of comments that are saying that Alex and some guests that they've already had should take over the show. So I think that she'll do okay without really knowing, her own, like the vlogs and stuff that Juwan was talking about.
If fucking Alex ran the show by herself and had like poppin' porn stars like Riley Reid and Lana Rhoades and shit on there, like as guests.
No, he need a scholarship.
Someone better
He's
watch
smart.
this, because I'm making somebody millions of dollars right
Bro,
now.
Somebody
I
at
want-
Barstool, hire this man right now.
Bro,
Actually, okay, here's a good
oh
question
my
for you.
gosh. How did I
I'm
not
just
think of that?
Saying, I'm just saying.
OnlyFans
I got a
people?
good question. Okay, that could work too, actually. I'll hold off on my
Exactly.
question. No, let's let this go. What else we got? What else would pop?
Because if you think about it, like a lot of porn stars are already in the YouTube culture, like the Lana Rhoades hanging out with like Logan Paul on that side.
Yeah,
and
and
Riley
they're trying
Reid
to get
hanging
in
out with
there.
the Paul family.
They've
and,
been
like,
on No Jumper now. Yeah.
and like Lena the Plug and freaking and like, dude, all these girls are freaking popping on like, FaZe Clan and Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Logan was like, bro,
freaking
we'll
David
take her.
Dobrik.
He wants
Yeah.
her for her.
Yeah.
his
That would be
And
the next step, though. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the one Emily chick has been in like vlogs. Like one of those girls just slides into the podcast world. Like one of the girls that maybe wants to leave porn or already like Lana Rhoades hasn't shot a scene in over like 3 years. If you were to slide her onto a podcast that had that topic, it would only suit her business even more.
100%.
Like even though she's not filming anymore. Like
That's
let
a
me
good
tell you.
ass idea.
And my Instagram username is right there. Whoever at Barstool, DM me. I want 1%. Just give me 1%.
Bro, I will take -1%, please.
1%. Well, you already got -1%. You ain't getting shit.
Bro.
Okay. Now, legit question though. If for whatever reason we started popping, or us as individuals, whatever, started popping,
Yeah.
and you had the opportunity to be on Sofia's podcast, would you do it?
All right. Sorry to laugh. I would, for the fact of I would want to be like that dynamic that you guys fuck with each other because you're against each other. I would love to be on the opposites, like be the guy perspective going against her crazy girl mind. I would just feel like it's so good to have like the conversations with like exes that I've had that I've been like, oh, this is crazy. Like I would love to just have like my perspective be heard on a podcast against her. So we have two sides of people coming back at us like, oh, he's right, her right. I just want to see if I was crazy in any of the situations I was previously in. That's what I want to see.
Probably.
Y'all would get into a fight. Y'all would just get into a fight is what would
Like,
happen.
I could deal with people like her. Like, so I would definitely do it, but I would not want to, I wouldn't try to disagree with her on purpose. I would be there because I already don't agree with her liking, but if I see something I could agree with, of course I'll agree. So yeah, I would do it. But don't think I'm shitting on that bitch. Oh my God. Oh, come on.
Hell. Fucking hell.
Would you guys do it?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Think so?
I mean, why not? I like talking and I like analyzing people and learning people's perspectives. Because at the end of the day, everybody you talk to can give you some kind of insight.
And I like seeing from the other side. Like, that's why I want to be a psychologist. Like, fuck yeah. I want to see what makes you so fucking crazy, Sophia.
Sing that Adele song, man. Hello from the other side.
Like, I could just imagine her getting, like, So, like, I don't know. Like, for some reason,
So-
I feel like she used to be normal, but she was just getting hit doggy style one day, and then she just clicked. She's like, and just went crazy. Like, I need to understand. Like,
Is that what
why?
does it? Is that like the?
No,
Does it
there's
trigger?
gotta be some kind of like shitty ass boyfriend or maybe weird relationship with a dad or something or uncle or something, like
Yeah.
not trying to jump to like crazy conclusion, but like usually, I don't know, craziest girls usually have some kind of man relationship issue in their life or lack of. So, because I mean, I dated a girl with no dad and she had a baby, and that relationship lasted 3 months, and that says it all.
Nigga, always when they have a baby, it ain't lasting.
Yeah, bro, I like the daughter.
Have you not
more than
learned
I
from
like
me?
her. I like the daughter more than I like her. I was like, after I'm like, I'm riding this out for the baby. 'Cause
Yup.
this baby brings me joy to my heart.
You're a better man than I am, because when I was around them kids, I'm like, fuck these kids. Where your daddy? All right, probably not with the other one, not that one, but the one with 2 kids.
Oh God.
2 kids, and you're my age. We
God.
just turned 25 in 2020, and you had a kid. When was I talking to you? Like what? Like 2018, 2019, like to at least 2019. And you had 2 kids
Listen,
this whole time. Fuck
We've
that.
been where? Why didn't you tell us about this chick?
I knew.
You knew.
I don't remember this, bro.
Damn, we're gonna have to have a conversation offline. You let me tell you.
So let's get back onto subject because man, we're about to.
God.
We're
All
about
right.
to spiral.
So I just want to sum this up. Like, we're pretty good here. Like, basically, I'm taking the side of Alex that you're smart. You notice a good deal when you notice one. Can you pull the light down and pull it back up for me? Sorry. You had a good deal. You noticed it. You counted your blessings and you were willing to take it. And Sophia, you suck because you had to ruin a good thing and do your girly little shit that you do in your relationships, which you probably did your whole high school career. This is high school bullshit. Can I honestly agree on that?
Yeah,
High school bullshit.
I agree.
Yeah,
Just with a lot of
same thing.
money.
Because he even agreed to let them out of their deal 6 months earlier too. Like, bro, you have a year and 6 months left. He's just giving you a straight year. So no matter what, he's compromising I don't care what anybody says, people that know him. If you want to call him a douche, Dave is not shit but a genius. A nice man.
And he seems like he's been so freaking truthful.
Yeah.
About everything.
He has no
He
reason
made
to
a
lie.
post on their shit. Did you guys listen to that at all?
He's gone through several. Yeah, so that's where I'm seeing those comments where it's like, just give Alex the show. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. I agree with you that like she's got the boyfriend in the ear. She's getting greedy. I think that especially when she doesn't even do a large amount of the work. But yeah, I just think that's just it's unfortunate. And I think the unfortunate part about it is like she's not living in the moment and seeing how much potential and growth there is if she would make things good. And also the fact that like I don't know what these girls' friendship is like behind closed doors, but like I'm assuming they were tight and vibed on the same level with all of these topics that they talk about all the time so well and so deeply. And that was the reason to start this podcast together because they were roommates. They started becoming really close and like, wait, like girls talk about sex more than guys do. Like,
exactly.
And like, so like they just like realized like, holy shit, we think the same on this level. This would be great for content. And like, so I'm assuming they were really, really tight.
Like, bro, see why we made our shit. We met at the same year that they did.
Yeah, so it's like it's just
that's true. We did.
Yeah,
2017.
Oh,
2017.
17. So we met right around the same amount of time, bro.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like it's unfortunate because like they let the greed and the contract and the business world get a hold of their relationship and their friendship. I just don't want to see that happen to anybody. Like that's just like
no.
And there's going to be a regret down the line for that probably.
Big time.
Unless she's that fucking crazy and delusional.
Like
also possible.
Yeah.
I see from what I've learned and gathered from information of the things she talks about, how she talks about them, she's letting the way that she handles normal relationships before actually having a business. Like she's doing it the same way. She hasn't learned from having a business. She hasn't got a new stature to herself, you know? And Alex is having the grown-up realization through it of like, hey, this is how things work. Like she has some awareness of how things work. And it's coming out to light that Sofia is a country bumpkin fucking dummy. Like, she lives up to her mugshot. Like, she looks like that exact mugshot, bro. Like, I'm gonna buy a sweatshirt just to be like
if you print her mugshot on a sweatshirt and wear it, that would be hilarious.
They already did it. They did it for themselves.
Well, you need to have a pity sin version of it.
I'm gonna literally make a mugshot, like silhouette of her mugshot, and just be like, this is what like dumb looks like. That's literally what I'm gonna put under it. Like, I don't know. This is what giving up $1 million looks like. Like, literally, what else are you like? You're fucking stupid.
Yeah,
so,
that's unfortunate.
So basically, what I wanted to like just get from this is like, I'm not crazy for thinking that's a good deal, right?
No, I think
Great deal.
Yeah, I was about to say with the ownership of the IP, that's kind of unheard of.
And
for the most part.
At the end of the day, I hope for the best. I believe Alex should do what she needs to do. Sofia, suck a dick from the back because you're ridiculous. Do what you do. Like,
it's a good old phrase.
Yeah, like literally.
Well, predictions?
Right predictions is Sofia ends up taking a shitty deal because she fucked herself over, and Alex blows up and ends up on TV one day. That's my thinking, honestly. So I know Alex would be willing to forgive Sofia, so it could work out for her. But how it looks right now, Sofia's going to keep the same mindset she has. If she gets through this and still does some fuck shit later again, she's done. She's wrote off. She's blackballed.
Yeah, there's a difference between like there's a big disagreement and the friendship kind of fades away, and then you can fix it later, or maybe not fix it later. But there's a difference between that and then threatening a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Like, that's like, okay, like that's but like you can.
Bro, that's white privilege.
Hit me, I'll sue.
Like,
do you know who my dad is?
Yeah, I just like I don't get that. Like I don't know. I guess maybe I don't make enough money to get that. I don't. Maybe not. Lawsuits ain't a poor man thing to
bro,
do.
but like at the end of the day, like
no, you're right.
I don't care how much money I have. Like if I'm with my homies and we made something, I could sit down at the table, a side of lawyers, and be like, guys, this is how I feel. I love you. How can we make this work for all of us? How hard is that?
Right.
She doesn't need more.
I mean, if you're able to functionally have an adult conversation, if that's in your capabilities, then there's no problem at all. That should be exactly how it goes down.
I mean, I think we're in a lot of ways we're blessed to have the relationship and the friendship where we can all set the ego aside with each other.
Yeah.
And tell each other how it is and know that we're not trying to hurt each other on a personal level. And that's valuable. And it takes an adult to have that conversation.
All I know, man.
Oh, we're just best friends.
That's all I know.
We're the 3 best friends that anyone.
Like at the end of the day, bro, if I had to be broke on the side of the street with you 3, I'm happier that you 2. Like I'm happy that it's us 3 all together, rather than fucking sit here and have all this money and not have you guys in my house or have a house with you or be with you. Like fuck that.
It's fair to me. We just got to make sure the rest of the homies hop in the next podcast. That way we can all kind of do this shit together.
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't know about being on the streets. I'm white, so being on the streets, maybe not, you know.
Y'all got black cards. But basically, I just wanted to have this conversation with the closest of me just to see our perspectives of it, being a friend group that we are. And I want to just get the ball rolling, like, with this podcast shit. Like, that's why we made this. Like, it can only get better from here. I just want us to do something together. Like, I believe our conversations are, like, listening worthy. But everybody feels that nowadays. But I honestly believe that we have something here. And this is something good to look back on later on if we are in that deal, like obligation of like thinking about, okay, this and that, like that. We can look back on this and be like, okay, remember where you came from, you know, and have that conversation.
Exactly. So, okay, so here it is. Us in the future. Hey, listen up, bitch. Okay. Yeah. Don't be a dick.
Hey,
be nice to your
guy.
homies. Be
Don't
nice to your
fuck
homies.
this up.
Right, exactly. And just do the deal that's good for all of you. Do it. I don't think I'm going to need that, but just in case.
There's two things here. First off, Juwan, where's your gold teeth?
Nigga, I lost my gold rings. I can't find them, but I got my gold teeth though.
I was about to say you ain't.
Why, you want me to pimp slap somebody? You need me to backhand a slurp?
No, I expect you to expect you to be straight pimping over here. But I got so the second thing is, Joanna, I know you got some fucking that you about to do, but
she's gonna go get food and like get some nutrients. You better bulk up.
Did we want to dive deeper on like thoughts and things about the show themselves, or leave that to either never happen or another time?
I think
because we've covered this topic pretty well.
Yeah, I like that we covered this. The thing is there's more that's going to roll out about it. So then we can go on a deeper dive, because it's going to have to be more about later on discussing what the show is going to be like next. So then we can discuss the dynamic of it. Because like if we hear that Alex gets that deal, we're going to talk about what it was and what it could be. You know? So I don't want to go through that right now.
Story is developing. We'll get back to you with more news as it comes.
In today's news, Alex decided to stop bending over. Taking it from behind. She's going straight to the mountain now.
In today's news, Alex is now a top.
Today's news, Alex is now the dominant. Sophia has a leash.
Nigga, I wish I was funnier. I can't even come up with anything like that.
No, that was good. That was good.
But yeah, so I want to definitely keep that dynamic for when there's more stuff that comes out that gives us a reason to make another one of these. I like what we have so far with this, because I just wanted to give a base setting of where we are, how we think about it, and where we came from with understanding this. So
yeah, let's hop on do another one. We're gonna do this consistently, bro. We all stuck in our houses anyway.
I know. Board in the house, board in the house, board in the motherfucker. But so basically to sum it up, Alex, I wish the best for you. If you need a co-host, I may have not did enough podcasts, but I will fuck it up. Okay. And Sophia, you need to shut your mouth. For good. Fucking slurp head ass bitch. Head ass, full head ass bitch. You know who she looked like? Never mind. All right, we're off this shit, bro.
No. No. Now I gotta hear who she looked like. Who she looked like.
Bro, have you ever watched A Bug's Life?
Oh God.
Let's hear this.
Nigga, we need to get off this shit for real.
I am a beautiful butterfly.
No, we need to hear this. Come on, Bug's Life. That was childhood.
At the end of this, I just want to say I love y'all, and hopefully we could definitely do something, if not better, like to the stature of where they're at with themselves. And I believe in us, so hopefully this is a good like monument, like a good stamp. Right now, we're lighting the torch to do something more with ourselves and different than what we're used to get out of our minds, get out of our bodies, get out of our heads. Fuck all the extra shit. Fuck all that cute shit. I'm here to shoot shit. Nah, I mean, Sada baby, I love you. But
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's 3 Detroit. Motherfuckers, like, bro, we gotta make something happen. So yeah, everybody watching this, thank you for watching. I hope that we can give you more of this and be consistent with it. I hope that my friends aren't cockholes and aren't fucking slurps, and they actually like do some more of these with me. Oh, I forgot you're still listening. Sorry, guys. But yeah. So
you've been talking about this for a minute, and I've been saying I'm ready for it.
Bro, I know. I'm so stoked. Like we're making it happen. So
and when you come back, whenever you come back to visit your Michigan homies, we'll have to do one like actually live in one room.
We should do a high quality ass one.
Yeah, we'll set up all the cameras and the lights and fucking put a camera on a slider. We'll make it sexy as fuck. And then we'll have another one with the jetpack skydiving.
Yeah.
All at
we
the
need
same
him to
time.
Just pop in.
We'll be skydiving, having a podcast as we plummet to our deaths.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Well, yeah. So. You want anybody to follow you on anything? You should put that out there too. We do have Instagram.
I got my @ in the corner.
Yeah,
it's right
here,
here.
Bitch.
If you care, if you don't, I hate you. No, I'm just kidding.
Suck one. Put it one time.
Suck 2. Suck 3. You're out.
But yeah, so yep. So you got Jason, Liam, Alexander.
Liam.
Sorry, man. I put it all together. I'm country, dog. I'm sorry, dog.
You ain't country. If you're country, I'm Asian.
You put the N, the H, and the A all together. Liam.
It looks like Lanham, but it's pronounced Lanham. It's typical English where we silence random
God
words.
damn it. Okay, we got Jason Lanham.
Fucking
You're like, bro, you sound like a dirt biker. Fox shirt head ass bitch.
yes, I wore my white people shirt today.
Oh my god.
My
Yeah, white
irregular
people
Stellar
always wear
Rex, you
gray
know.
because they're not
Shout
confident
out.
in wearing a color the same as them because they might stain one of them.
No, here's the thing.
Need one
Gray
stain.
is not a good color to wear because you get pit stains really fucking easy.
Oh, y'all get pit stains. I got some good fucking jeans.
Your whole arm was gone. Dude.
All right, guys.
I was about to say we could bullshit for hours just making fun of each other and
Bro,
talking shit. But
I don't want to give them that. They're gonna have to fucking experience that over time because we could go for hours, bro. We could have just literally called and just talked.
Bro, we could.
All right.
We could
Clearly,
bullshit.
we're getting to the fuck state of mind. My girl's gonna be pissed. She's making food right now. I gotta go. But follow us on Instagram. Sup is coming up soon. We're gonna have those sups. I don't know if Jason's gonna join into that, but we're gonna have sups on like my roommate's app coming up. It's a very, very like nice thing that's gonna be out soon. So you're gonna be able to see us in different lights. We're gonna have multiple platforms, you know.
Yeah, you can hop on and see what's up.
Down.
And,
Alex, you look stupid.
Don't we all?
Nothing's
all the
changed,
time?
bro. I just got my hood on.
What happened to your beard, bro? I know you
What
cut that
beard?
shit. What did you do? Cut it this morning? Because you already got a full fucking.
I cut it. I cut it a couple weeks ago because
Oh,
I was so sick of it. My nose just got like itchy and food and water was getting caught in it and it's making
Learn
my
how to
skin
freaking
break
eat.
out.
I knew you had a hole in your chin. I told you to get that taken care of. Niggas don't listen. All right. We're ranting. Okay. Follow us on Instagram. All right. With all these names right here at the bottom of your screen. I'm going to also put it in the description. And to my YouTube followers that are going to see this, nigga, we back. Give us shit to talk about.
We back.
We back.
We back, baby.
We
We
back.
back.
We back.
We back. And
We
Sophia,
need to
shut the
make more
fuck
music
up.
videos, but we back
For good.
for good.
I can't shake my shit like that, but all right. Peace.
Fucking Slurpees.
Slurpees.